Hey my friends, welcome to my page DIY Crafts with Dar. Happy Friday. TGIF. Let's see if this works. I don't know if it's gonna. So it keeps throwing an error code. I think there's something wrong with Switcher Studios. I might just have to switch to using straight Facebook, which would be annoying because then all my words would be backwards unless I go to the back of my camera each time. So I see people having to just put up with their words being backwards. I don't want to do that. I want to keep trying to use Switcher Studios. Today, my phone is over here, straight ahead. And I did get my old phone to work, but my iPad, which is new, is not working. And I'm trying to install Facebook on it so I can see comments. But anyways, just say hello. I hope I'm live. I'm going to go ahead and record this regardless. Let me try to go to messages through Switcher Studios. It did give me an error code earlier. Oh my goodness. It is. Yeah, it's never fun. Yeah, let's see. Enter passcode. I'm trying to open up Facebook over here so I can see. Go ahead and somebody say hello so that I know that I'm live. I can see. Okay, I see Julie. Yeah, so it's just a struggle. Okay, I have Facebook open. Yay. Okay, save my login. Yep, perfect. Okay, so at least I can share this to VIP. I didn't get to send out a text message, so those people that normally get a text message didn't get one today because my camera is right there. Oh my goodness, but I'm bringing it up on my iPad. I'll be able to see that I'm live, and I want to make sure my volume is down, and I can share to VIP from here. Okay. I just had to reinstall Facebook. It's been a struggle, guys. It's been a struggle, but we're going to do a fun project. I have another insert to show you guys. I'm glad it's Friday. Maybe Monday everything will return to normal. I don't know. I think it has to do something with not being able to connect to the internet because it kept asking if I wanted to try to hotspot. So I kind of think it has to do with that. So we're going to do a fun patriotic project. I saw somebody use this frame. I think they use this frame. I don't know. Maybe they use something else similar. But we're going to use the combat boots and then the flag. And I'm going to attempt to do it like theirs. I saw it in Switcher Studios. So hopefully it's going to work. Okay, and then tonight I get to leave and go up and see my sister. I haven't seen her for a while, and spend the weekend with her. So I'm so excited for that. Hi, Julie. How are you? Hi, Laura. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Bridget. Hi, Darlene Barr. Hi, Pam. Happy Friday 13th. Yeah, it is, huh? Just thanks for reminding me. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. So I have, I feel like it is maybe having some issues on my Switcher Studios. It's like slow-mo. But let's just go ahead and let's do this. Let's do our project. I'm going to show you if it's like lagging. I'm sorry. It might be. But let me show you this. I got this done last night. Isn't this so cute? Just say boo. So another insert for my little windows. I got 6 of those painted, but no, 8 of them painted last night. So I am well on my way to having a bunch ready for my craft show. All right. Hi, Sandy. How are you? Okay. I'm not exactly sure if this is going to work because I have never painted. I've never painted the plastic surface. I usually cut out a wooden piece. Both sides of this are black. I wish they had done one side white. That would have been nice. Okay, so I think this comes out. Guess what? I thought this popped out. This is our chocolate tour surface. We're going to tape this off because we're going to be painting it white. I honestly thought it popped out. Is that funny? I didn't even look. at the back. I thought it popped out. Okay, so this is going to be separate. Our little boot's going to be separate. We're going to do the flag in here. That will be a little bit of a challenge, but guess what? I kind of want it to be rustic anyways. This is last year's transfer. I had to order another one because I can't find mine. So, anyways, hi guys. Sarah, your grandson's golden birthday, 13 on the 13th. That's awesome. I love that. I love that. Okay, so let's paint these things. We need to paint this. We're gonna paint this this color. Oh, I grabbed buttermilk. How about light buttermilk? Let me find light buttermilk. Light buttermilk. You know what? I think it doesn't matter. I think it doesn't matter. Let me grab a little board to put that on. I'm just trying to get through this before something happens with my cameras. It's not a fun thing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the struggle is real. Technology is good until it doesn't work, right? Okay, so let's do buttermilk. Okay, so here we go. All right. How's everybody doing? How was your week? Mine was full of lots of work. Okay, so it was a very, very full work week for me. For my bookkeeping, which I mean, that's not bad because that's my job, but it was a lot of hours. Many extra hours this week, which some weeks I work less and some weeks I work more. This was one of the more. Let me see if I can put myself in the corner. Maybe it will work. All right, drag it over to that corner. There we go. Okay, hello. Hi, Lynn. How are you? Hi, Sandy. Okay, so these cutouts are available. I need to add, I can't do it right now because my phone's right up there. I need to add it so that I have it without the flag. Okay, so I know we've done this with the flag at the top before, but this one is without the flag. Okay, so this is our combat boots, and I just made the cutout without the flag. I'm trying to make a project like somebody else did in Switcher Studio, in Design Studios, because I loved it so much. I'm copying it. That's what they're there for. If you didn't know that, you are always welcome to make projects just like they have. I'm thinking I might have to wax this. I'm looking through my thing to see if there's my wax. Okay, I might have a hard time opening it. But hi Deb, how are you? Oh, you have to go open this door. Oh, well, have a great day. I hope you have a good weekend. Hi Carrie, how are you? Good morning, Lori. I'm struggling this morning with technology as normal, but I did not get to send out my text message because I was so excited that my phone connected I was so excited that I was able to connect my phone to use as the front camera. And then I was like, oh yeah, you didn't do your text message. Probably good thing I didn't do it because it took me a while to get this up and running. But I'm going to tape these off because I'm going to probably leave the blue painter's tape till I'm completely done because I don't want to get my chalk paste on this outer edge. Does that make sense? So let's do each side by itself. I think that makes sense to me. And then I'll put a little bit in the corner. What do you guys got coming up this weekend? Who has something fun? Anything fun? Any good food you're going to make this weekend? I have, I think I'm going to stop at In-N-Out on my way up to meet my sister. We're going to stay at a hotel tonight that is close to where the ferry goes across. So we're taking the ferry from Newport Beach over to Catalina. We have to be there fairly early in the morning. We have to be there an hour before it leaves. It leaves at 8:30ish, I think. 8 or 8:30. And so we're going to stay at a hotel that's close to there. And that will make it a lot easier than trying to drive in the morning. I also don't want to be driving in the morning and be stuck in the middle of a surprise protest because that can happen. And sometimes they protest on the freeway here. I don't know if they do that where you guys are, but they had the 101 freeway was shut down last weekend because they were protesting, and they actually went on to the freeway. Yeah, it does happen a lot here. It's just their way of showing that, hey, listen to us. Listen to us. Okay, so I'm taping all of this off because I will be using chalk paste on here. I'm going to paint this first though. So I'm going to paint it white first and then we'll see how that goes. I don't want to use just chalk paste. Your twin daughter's birthday is on Sunday. Oh, nice. And your niece and nephew's birthday tomorrow. Oh, that's fun. Your son's birthday. Lots of birthdays this weekend. Oh my goodness. Tons of birthdays. Okay, so let's do white. We're going to do white because we're going to do the stripes. So these stripes will be red. Okay, so we're going to chalk in our blue and our red. We are going to put Land of the Free up there. So I am looking at this going, do we want it to be, maybe I want it to be buttermilk and not, I want it to kind of be rustic. So I'm kind of thinking I want to do buttermilk instead of doing white. Okay, so because I want it to be a little rustic. And it might pull up. There is a good chance that when I pull my transfer up, that part of this paint will come up off of this because this is a plastic surface. And paint doesn't always stick good to plastic. And I'm looking at this going, it's not covering that well. But guess what? Guess what? I'm okay if it's a little rustic. I just don't want it all to pull up. I probably should have cut a piece of wood to go in here, but this is one of our Chocator frames. Okay, so this is, I think it's called the Schoolhouse frame, if I remember right. I think I'm going to need 2 coats. I do. I think I'm going to need 2 coats. I do have wax here. So if I can get my wax open, there's probably a little bit left in it. From memory, there's a little bit of wax left in this. I can open it. There we go. Okay, that's perfect. Hi Janine, hi Vicky, how are you guys? Let's dry this. Let's put a second coat. We're gonna do, I'm trying to duplicate a project that I saw on Design Studios that I printed out a while ago, and then I got busy with lots of other projects, and I was like, this is perfect for today. With the Army birthday being celebrated, I celebrate our military. We're in a military town, and it's very important to us here and to my family to honor and celebrate our military. So no matter what the branch is. So 250th year for the Army. So we are happy to do this. We are happy to do this. Okay, so multiple coats. And this is actually buttermilk, not light buttermilk. So it's more of a yellowy. I might go ahead and do some dry brushing on here. I might wait to do the dry brushing, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing, guys. I just know I need a decent coat on here of paint, and 2 coats seems to be doing it. Okay, so painting plastic is not always ideal, but I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine as long as it doesn't pull up. And this is the bumpy plastic, so this kind of evens it out when you paint it. Okay, I think we're gonna be good with that. Let me go ahead and dry it, and then we will attempt to wax this. All right, I'm looking at my thing. Everything's still looking good. I'll show you the insert again that I did. So I got the ghost one that says "Just Say Boo." I got that done. It's super cute. I know. I think Janine, you had ordered this. So look how cute it turned out. Just say boo. So I will take a picture and I'll post that. I am getting fall stuff done already. Trying to get fall stuff done. Okay, we want it to be 100% dry before we put anything on it with our transfer. Okay, let's put some wax on here. Hopefully it won't come up. Hi Jill, how are you? Hi Tracy. Yeah, she's the words on that same transfer. Yeah, I love this transfer. I had to order another one. I don't know where mine is. Guys, I'm not always good about washing my transfers. I honestly, a lot of times, as soon as I'm done with this, I have a phone call. And so, sometimes my transfers get ruined because I don't take care of them and wash them right away. Sometimes. So, I'm guessing that's probably what happened last year. is that I probably ended up tossing it because I didn't wash it. Okay, I may not be able to get all the way to the corner. We're going to try our little transfer in here, and we're going to see exactly how we can fit it in here, because this doesn't pop out. Honestly, last night when I had this picked out, I thought that this popped out. I tried to push it out. I can't push it out. Okay, let me just heat that up and let's just go over it one more time. So, oh my goodness, guys. I hope everybody's doing good. I'm struggling with my internet stuff, of course, again. I don't know why. I think everybody's kind of having a little bit hard time with Facebook. Nothing new about that. I think it's always been a kind of a struggle, but I think right now it's either my internet or Switcher Studios. Okay, so we got wax for next time. Okay, so first step is to figure out what all we're going to be able to do with this. I think that, okay, I'm looking at my picture here. I think that I am going to be putting this like right here. I actually want the Land of the Free to show, and then I'm going to be putting the boots over this. Okay, there's going to be some stripes showing. I wanted this to show because of the Brave, but I think that that's going to go on one of the stripes. Okay, so, oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm going to try to do this. We'll see how it goes. I think I have to take this all the way off. Let's put this underneath so that when my transfer hangs over the edge, it kind of has something to go on. Hey, Stephanie, how are you? I'm just struggling a little bit today. Okay, I definitely want the Land of the Free up at the top. Okay. Yeah, some days are worse than others. Okay. I am thinking that maybe Land of the Free needed to be chopped first, and then I do the stripes and I move this over. But guess what? I think it's not going to matter. Let's get this in here. Let's get our Land of the Free. And let's get this. We're just going to do the best that we can do. We're going to have, the boots are going to be over here. Boots are going to be on top of that. Okay, so that'll be fine right there. We'll have our stripes. We're going to have our stripes. Okay, perfect. I think that's going to be good. And then when we're all done with that, let's get this nice and smooth. You don't want air bubbles. No air bubbles. Oh my goodness. So get those air bubbles out. Air bubbles are not your friend. Okay. Yeah, if this piece came out, that would be so much easier. Okay, I'm going to try to go all the way to the edge. So I'm going to kind of push this like this. And then I'm going to push this down, get all my corners. Yep, trying. Darlene's trying. Like I said, it's going to be a little rustic. It might be a lot rustic. I'm okay with that. Okay, so the words are going to be in black, and then we're going to go back. We're going to put the Because of the Free. I don't know if that's going to fit in there. Honestly, they may have used a totally different, I think they might have used a different thing. Nope, actually, that'll go right there. Okay, so I'm looking at my sample picture. So we're going to go back and we're going to put Because of the Brave right in here after. That's going to be a challenge. Okay, so we have black, we have our blue, and we have our red. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this, guys. I feel, you know, do you ever just feel like you're clumsy or struggling, or, you know, aren't quite doing what you should be doing? I feel like it's I'm on the struggle bus today. I feel like I'm on the struggle bus, and I might have to chalk and pull because it's going to probably start drying on me. So I probably will need to pull some of this up. Okay, so got Land of the Free. Oh my goodness. So my dress came in. Okay, like I said, this is the third dress. Sometimes you just can't find the right one. I think this is the dress. I haven't tried it on, but I honestly think this is the right one. I think it's going to work. I looked at it. It looks cute. It looks like it's going to fit. I haven't tried it on my body yet, but I will this afternoon. I kind of had this idea that I don't want to be driving through traffic this afternoon. So I thought, gosh, I'm going to take my shower before I leave to go up. Usually when we get to the hotel, we'll take a shower before we go to bed, so we don't have to do it the next morning. I think I'm going to take my shower before I drive up to the hotel to meet my sister. And I'll try the dress on then. I'm like, I don't want to try it on this morning. I don't have time before I do this Facebook Live. Okay, there's that part. I think we need to peel this up now, okay? And then we'll have to lay it back down because I can see the black is starting to dry. So let's peel this up. Okay, that looks good. Okay, it's supposed to be a little rustic, and it is. Okay, it's looking good. We're gonna have to lay this back down to do the stripes. Okay, it's looking really good, guys. Okay, let's lay this back down to do these stripes. I hope it doesn't mess up my blue. Okay. All right, got my stripes lined up. Let's do that. I think we can do all the stripes. I'm using cherry for the stripes. That was home for the blue. And like I said, it's going to be a little rustic on the edges. I'm okay with that. Rustic is good for me. Who doesn't like a little rustic, right? So, and I love Americana. One of my favorite things to make, aside from gingerbread and snowman. Okay. All right. I think what I'll do is I'll peel at this point. Let's peel this up, and then we'll do all the rest. Okay. That looks good. That looks good. Now remember, the boots are going to be over that. So any little imperfections, actually this is kind of a rustic transfer. Okay, let's do all the bottom. So, and then we'll dry it. We'll put the other words down there. We still have to do the boot. We still have to chalk our boot. We're going to do that. I want to do it camouflage this time. Remember last time I said, oh, I should have done it camouflage. So we're going to do our boot camouflage colors like green and brown and some black in there and tan. Okay, getting my stripes. I'll look at comments in a second. I am just trying to do my thing. Oops, it's pulling up. Guys, I still have to put the words down there. So hoping that will all work out. Okay. All the way to the edge. All right, we ready to peel this and see what we got? See what kind of mess we got? I'm ready. Okay, look at this. There's our flag. Okay, perfect. Now, I am going to kind of touch that up because I wanted it to be a little more perfect than that. Oh, let's see. Hi, Doris, my sister. How are you? I'll be seeing you soon. Laura says it's so cold in Wisconsin, only in the 50s. Oh my goodness, that is cold. Stephanie says, thank you for the prayers. Interview went well. Now the waiting. Oh, I hope you get it. That would be so awesome. This frame, this is our Chocator frame. I am not certain of the size. Let me kind of guess. It's okay. So this is a sheet of paper. A sheet of paper is 11 inches. So the inside part is probably 10 inches. It's probably 10 inches square. Yeah, because it 8.5, oh, maybe 9 inches square. It might be 9 inches square. I can't look it up because my phone to do that is over there. You actually dreamed about my shoes last night? You did. You're so funny. When you went to try them on, they were tight. Okay, so the first ones that I got were okay. They weren't tight, which is good. The second ones are a high heel, so I have 2 sets of shoes. So the first one, the flats will work for sure. I'm not sure about the high heels. Okay, let's dry this. And then I am going to touch up the paint right there because it did bleed a tiny bit. Jenny says, if anyone's headed to the Fair, stop by the Maker Market on Wayland. It's set up as a central checkout. Oh yeah, your sublimation tumblers are there and lots of crafters. I can't wait to go see I'm going to be away this weekend, so I don't get to go check it out this weekend. But I do plan to go, even if I just go by myself, because I'm sure that my husband's not going to want to go. Okay, I am feeling like I probably need to wax this again. Well, I can actually see the wax right now. The wax is building up on there. I don't think I need to wax it again. Okay, so let's do this. I need to touch this up just a tiny bit before I do the words down there. So I'm going to grab my buttermilk. I'm just going to open it up and I'm going to dab. I have my, I have this that I painted the boots with. I'm just going to clean up because that's where the words, I think the words are supposed to go there. Let me see. Let me see if I can fit the boots in there. So the boots are going to go right there. Oh, wait, where's the words supposed to go? Maybe the words are going to have to go on the red one and we do the words in white. Okay, so I might have to switch plans. I think maybe the frame that the other person used was a little bit different size because this is not fitting on there the way that theirs did. So let me try that again. Okay, that's dry. All right, so where else would these go? They can't go higher than that. Yeah, I think the words are going to have to go on the red part. So how about if I move this over, let me see. I'm trying to see where the best place, I think probably right here, and then the words will go right there. Yeah, I probably should have moved this up just a touch, but yeah, oh yeah, I can see what they did. They only did part of this. It's okay. It will work. It's going to work. You loved going to the Farallon. I've never been to the Farallon, but I don't mind just going, and we're going to do this next. But after these words, we're going to put these words on there. We're going to try to fit the words in here, but I think I need to do the words in black on here. So, or white. Should I do white? Is white going to show up all the way? Okay, so it's going to be on the red and on the, oh, I think I need to do them in black. Okay, so it might not show up all the way. I'm going to have to move this. Let's scooch this over. My stencil is out of control. So I'm trying to get these words down here without making a mess with all this other part up here. I don't want to drag that. Let me see what I got. What can I put under there? I'm like looking for another stencil. You know what? I'm going to just grab this and put this here for now because I don't want to have the other thing go on there. Okay, so my words are going to be right here. They are going to go down onto the white part a little bit. So here's what I need to do. I need to do them in black, and that way they'll show up on both. Okay, does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Okay, so they will show up on both the white background and the red background. So we need to do it in black. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't work, then you know what? It's okay. It's a Friday. It's a Friday. It feels like a Monday. I'm on the struggle bus. Oh my gosh, guys. Yeah, I can see that they moved it down and they only did part of the blue star part. They didn't do the entire blue star part. If that person's watching me right now, it's pulling up some. It's okay. You know what? It's okay if it's rustic. It's a lot rustic. It's okay. It actually looks really cool right there. I probably can paint in just a little bit, but I kind of like that it's rustic right there. I need to pull this off. This stuck to it. So this is what I mean about I don't always get my transfers washed. That's from the other day. I was getting ready to grab things and then I got a phone call. Okay, let's move this. I do need to wash this because I need it again. I'll make something else. Okay. I think that's okay. Guys, I can read it. Okay. It might not stand out really well for you. Let me see if I can go in closer for you guys so you can see. It's there. Okay. When you're here in person, you can see it better. Okay, let's dry this, and we're gonna do the boots. Okay, I'm gonna do the boots kind of camouflage. I have brown, and I have green, and I have tan, and I have a little bit of black to put on there. So we're gonna do, actually we can just put that up there. By the time that when we dry this, we'll dry that. Okay, so I think it looks good. I think it looks good. I think I can pull off all the tape, but we'll wait a minute. We'll wait a minute. Okay, let's do this. Let us do this. Like I said, I kind of want to do it like a camouflage type. So, and it might not turn out the way I want it to, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try because I haven't seen anybody do camouflage. I'm sure they have camouflage boots. I know they do for going in the woods. Do they for military? In my mind, they do. So, in my mind, they have camouflage boots. Okay, all right. So, I want to just kind of do a hot mess with my colors is what I'm going to end up doing. Certain things I want to be, like, I'm going to mix some colors. I want to mix a lighter color because I don't have one. Let me mix like a lighter brown. Let's do that. Let's mix. This is Dune, and this is my espresso. So we're going to have a couple of colors here. Where's another stir stick? The dog ate my homework. You guys, it is always a comedy here. If you're new, this is just the way Darlene rolls. Some days I just don't know what I'm doing. Okay, let me make sure this, there's an air bubble there. All right, here we go. We're gonna do a hot mess. So I'm gonna be just putting some here and there, and then we're gonna mix it, and I think it's gonna look good. I mean, honestly, guys, if I don't like it, I can totally do a whole nother one. Yep, I can. Okay, so dark. You want to work quickly. Work quickly. Darlene, work quickly. And here's some of my green in there. Yep, I think we're gonna be good. I want a lot of green in there. So that is pesto. Okay, and then a little bit of my Dune. Even though the background is that color, I do want some of it to stay that color. Okay, now I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see if that's, I don't know if it's how I want it to be, but I'm gonna grab a squeegee and I'm gonna start blending it together. Okay, and however it turns out is how it was meant to be. So we don't know. That's what a hot mess is. A hot mess is just, we're a hot mess sometimes. Sometimes we just have to do things that way. Okay, so all my colors are on there and they're all blended together, and I'm scraping off all my extra. I do have a little air bubble there. Oh well, that's the way we roll. Okay, ready to peel. Are you ready to see this? Okay, I'm waiting for something fantastic, fabulous, and all of that. Let's see what we got. Oh, guys, I love it. Look at that. So it's kind of really, it's not like in your face camouflage. Okay, so when I pick it up and show you guys, you'll see what I mean. It's really blended together well. Yeah, I think that turned out good. Okay, so I'm going to take this. I'm going to move all my stuff back. Going to move all this back. And we're going to dry that. Yeah, I think it's going to turn out really nicely. I'm going to put this on here better. And put that right over there. You're the real, thank you. I'm a hot mess most of the time. But what you see is what you get. Right, Sarah? When you meet me in person, I'm a hot mess then too. I will be speaking at convention. ChalkCon, I will be speaking. I will have the opportunity to talk about Watts of Love. I'm really excited about that. I'm gonna touch up right where the dog tag is. There was an air bubble right there. I'm gonna just touch it up with my paint so it looks a little better. Yeah, that's nice for you to say that. I'm gonna turn on the hot glue. I don't usually use hot glue, but I'm gonna use paint, my glue and my hot glue, I think, to put this on here because I want it to stay right away. So the hot glue will usually do that. We'll usually make it stay right away on there. I'm gonna plug it in really quick. It usually heats up pretty quick. So I got my tiara that we're supposed to have. Let's pull this off. Let's dry this. Let's touch that up. And so we'll make sure that's dry. Make sure it's dry. So I think it's going to look good. I think it's going to look good on there. Anyways, I'm trying to duplicate what somebody else made. So this is my version of it. And I just stuck my finger in the top. Of course I did. I cannot do anything without making a hot mess. Okay. Yeah, that didn't taste good. All right, pull these off. Let's get all this off. I think it looks good. I think this looks really good, guys. I like the rustic look. I'm loving it. I'm loving this rustic look, and someone's gonna love it, and they're not gonna know that every single thing on there wasn't done with purpose. They're gonna think that I meant to do it this way, and honestly, I didn't have a clue what I was doing this morning. I just had a picture to look at and kind of try to figure it out. And I think it worked pretty good. Oops. I'm trying to pull this up and get this off of here. It's a little stuck from the paint. All right, we're doing good. We're getting there. We are getting there. Oh my goodness, guys. Yeah, Hot Mess Express. Always, all day long. It is not just for you guys. It is my life. Ask Tara. Sometimes the things that I do or say, it surprises me because I'm just like, what was I thinking? Okay, that looks great, guys. Let's make sure this is gonna fit in here, and it does. It fits right in there where it's supposed to. I love it. Hi, Marilyn, how are you? So I will add the boots without the flag, so you can order that. And then this is our Chocateur frame. And we do have this stencil available, and this, you probably already have the boots, but I did just order this other flag stencil recently. Okay, so is my hot glue heated up? Probably by now. I'm gonna use 2 types of glue on here because this glue will stay forever, but my hot glue is gonna do it right away. So let me open that. You have one of these frames and he was waiting for, yeah, I think this one wins. I think so. And you know what? The other person that did it, she did not use a cutout. She actually did the boots in the background on there. So that would be a real challenge too. So I kind of like how this pulled up some of the paint off of here. I think it kind of looks good like that. All right, we're going to put some of this glue on here. And we'll put our hot glue in the center. Okay, so that glue will hold it, but it's going to take a few minutes to dry. Is it heated up? Okay, yeah, we're just going to put a couple of squirts of hot glue that will hold it right away. I used to do this method a lot. Okay, but this also means that I have to get it exactly where it goes without moving it around, because once I lay it down, that's it. I just dropped some glue on there. Oh, let me grab a Q-tip to clean up that glue that I just got on there. Okay, that looks really good. That looks perfect. Q-tips to the rescue. One more Q-tip. Yeah, some of that glue, it somehow I got glue And I was going to touch this up. So let me touch up. Okay. I need to stop because the stuff is reconstituting. I'm going to leave it like that. Unplug your glue gun, Darlene, so you don't leave it plugged in all weekend. I'm going to touch up just right there where the dog tag is. Let me grab my paint. And I think I can do it with my stylus. Okay. So there was an air bubble. So chalk paste went where it shouldn't have went. And this top dog tag doesn't look like a dog tag. So I am just kind of painting this back in with the base coat paint that was there, because I painted this with buttermilk. You can use buttermilk, light buttermilk, whichever. Okay, there we go. Perfect. I'm going to dry that and then we're done. I think this one turned out good. It's not exactly like the other person's. And guess what? There's something else for me to clean up down there. Clean up on aisle 3. I don't know what happened down here. I smeared it somehow, the black, either that or it came off. You know, you can always touch things up. I just open up the little jar of paint and the lid has paint in it. Okay, let's dry this. If you want to dry brush it to make it look more rustic, you can definitely do that. But I would suggest doing that before you put it in there. Okay, dry. I think I like it. I think it turned out good. All right. Okay, guys. I'm happy with it. All right. And it's sticking, it's staying. Okay, we're good. All right, let me put it up to me. This camera here is kind of lagging on my side. It's kind of moving really weird. So I'm just gonna quickly show you, and hopefully you guys have a fantastic weekend. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for putting up with all of my problems that I have. Gosh, technology can be challenging. All right. I love you guys.